we have to kind of change our user experience. Our traditional web application workflows no longer will be able to meet the scale of data access requests. And the web application design model has to change completely. If you're getting hundreds of thousands of data requests a year, or maybe even months, right, depending on the size of the company, you can't just go into a web application and have a page of 100,000 requests and just click, or, one by one, approve or not approve, look into it. There's just too many. You'll never catch up. And so we have to kind of rethink the user experience of how does a human get involved in the access request process. And the biggest issue there is if you present a GUI where you're clicking, they're either going to just select all and disapprove, like basically say no and deny, or they're going to just click all and approve. And neither of those are good for governance. It's not good for security. So how do you deal with this? What we've done is we've introduced an MCP server where it can express our APIs, much like many others in the community have done. But what's really unique about Immuta is that we can change the experience of data access approval requests. We get you out of tickets. So like no more tickets. And what we do is we take you into a world where those requests you can triage through, and we've actually applied risk to those requests. And so you can actually go into a Claude or a ChatGPT and ask questions of, show me all of my low risk data access requests. Show me all that are humans versus non-humans. For all humans that are low risk, approve. And it just does it. And it takes care of all those. For those that are, let's say, medium risk, tell me why these are medium risk. And it'll document and prompt out, here's why they're medium risk. For all high risk, show me why they're high risk. Who do you recommend reviews those high risk? And you can start to collaborate. And so it's a new interface where it's natural. You can ask questions about these requests at scale, and you can bucket them. And in those cohorts, you can approve or disapprove or kick back, and then, or have more humans, look at it. You can sign it out, but it's a much more fluid process that isn't dependent on classic tabular, presentation of a ticket where you either approve or deny. We want to get you out of that world and start thinking about, like, let's talk about these requests and let's bucket them and then let's approve as many as we can, because ultimately our goal is to get both humans and non-humans access to data. That's what's going to help us get the insights we need. So Immuta has done that today. It exists today. Our customers can have it today. And that's where we see it going is that data access management is not going to be through a traditional GUI. It is going to be through generative AI chat interface. And that's how you're going to handle the scale of everything. And Immuta will be the source of truth as to how all of these access requests are managed. But the idea is like, it's somewhat colloquial, but like it's, you want access to data in minutes, you don't want tickets. So it's like, that's where we want to get you out of the ticket process and managing in that experience and through much more of a fluid chat interface.